Hello folks, Boo here. Here's some command direction for you folks. Some really crazy shenanigans been going on here. I'm commenting on this post factum as pretty much for most of my videos, unless it is some review or some analysis. So this commander with monocolor deck that are kind of themed and kind of tribal in a way. But the games were actually quite interesting. So yeah, as you can see, there's been three of us, and over the course of this match, you viewers at home, will follow this way better than I did when we play this, or when I'm now like commenting on this and narrating it. So yeah, it's Lane Valley, it's Nixilis reignited, I think, and well, one of those Kamigawa style orcs. In this case, the one that's, what's his ability again? So it's a 5 mana free for that. Jeez. Okay. Anyways, his name is Hitetsugu something. And then I have the Old Linvala, and then the Nixilis Reignited. That's a 6 mana 4/4 flyer. That's, when somebody searches 10 damage to face and something else. So when people are trying to do cool stuff, he basically punishes them for that. And yeah, this game actually went kind of funny, kind of weird. Yeah, there's the Monret at the lower left corner, and then me basically at the lower right, and then the top half is the mono black one. And well, let's see, guys. So things might not move as quickly, but because it's already not a very long match, so I decided not to go turbo on it, and just to keep it as it is in terms of speed. But yeah, feel free to speed it up via YouTube tools. It's fine. It's fine. I'll totally understand that. But because the format is still a very a relatively unfamiliar ground for me, so I don't want to speed it up. Also, just for the sake of commenting on things and trying to figure out what happened, where, and when. But yeah. And the Mono Black is going to have its life separately, but this app just didn't support multiplayer. But so you see the life totals of the Mono Red and the Mono White, and it will be relatively intuitive to figure out how much lives Mono Black's been at key points. So yeah, this looks like a weird Bermuda kind of triangle. Illuminati confirmed, hey. So, and yeah, so that's, I stay sharp. Stay sharp. I've been listening to the classic symphony by Anthony Hopkins. I think it's the Orpheus. Yeah. And yeah, the first play of the match was this Dragon Master Outcast, which is really not doing anything here. It's like just gonna sit there, but he might as well let him out now. He's probably gonna have something to do with his mana later on. Okay, Mono Black on turn 2 just sacrifices Swamp in order to get this old school land out there. When it enters, he has to sacrifice a Swamp, and then I'm not sure. I think it's like if he. Oh, okay. So if you sacrifice the Swamp, he gets 5 black into pull with this. So he basically what he did was that he took mana into pull and then ate it, and just to cast basically, what is it now? Turn 2 or turn 3 of Nixilis? I'm not sure. But this is something I would never do this early. I just don't think it's worth it to, kind of go nuts like that so quickly. The other creature is not really that important that he played here now. and the commander is still not cast, it's just next to the deck, but that's it. Yeah, not a huge amount of space, but sir, if it wasn't like real, only Obnixilis is actually on board. I don't even remember what the creature does. A lot of cards are just like, oh cow, like what the hell is that? But yeah, we had a lot of fun that evening with this and other matches. So again, some weird card that I don't remember again. I don't know if he again sacrificed the swamp to cast it, probably. Because I don't think that land actually gives mana by itself. Maybe it does, like 2, I don't know. Okay, but I just casually Breath of God here, just to clear up the mass. I guess it was just some enchantment. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly reset this whole thing and bury it all. Yep. Okay, so what's up here? This one has a lot of action. Oh, that's so, like, really crazy. I suppose he did it because his hand was, like, just so heavy, like, just a bunch of 5 and 6 mana spells, so he just wanted to get it going as quickly as possible. But the problem is that if I kill it, then he just doesn't get much value. Okay, you see that his hand was, like, really heavy. So he probably wanted just to have some chance to draw into lands, because his deck will draw into some action anyway. And yeah, he could have gone with that 6 mana, you know, blow up everything, but I don't think that was the best idea ever. So I think he's just trying to be able to cast things. Not sure I would have done it. Maybe I would have waited a little bit, just you know, if it dies, it's gonna be pretty hard to catch up. Okay, so I think what happened is that he just basically reanimated one of his creatures. I don't know when it actually triggers. So yeah, this whole thing still looks to me a little bit like, you know, watching, what is it, not Gwent, but what are other games out there? Well, I play most of them actually. But yeah. Okay, let's say this will look at me like Mahjong a lot of the time. Because out there I've been able like to read the cards and stuff like that, but oh my god, like when even for the second time you look at a lot of crazy cards from this format, is just, well, it blows your mind basically. But yeah, this format is definitely fun with some beverages of taste and some nice company by default. So nothing much happening there. The dragon is slightly like annoying, and getting rid of it sets back the Monred into Stone Age basically. Okay, so he's still one of his creatures basically, but I don't think it's something that crazy. Okay, so the Spear of Heliod basically means that they don't want to attack me for a while. But he's still trying to do that. I think here I'm just gonna try him convinced to not do this, because, oh, what, is that ability, this ability costs 3 or not 2? I guess so. Okay, he just cast a commander And passes, end of turn he just discarded the land, I think. I think I have to look up for what his commander does so that I have a better narrative. Okay, I've checked it up, his ability once again, and yeah, I remember it was dangerous, and yeah, it is dangerous. Basically, Forfigata for tap says half and everybody's life total rounded down. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a dangerous fella that might do quite a bit of damage. Not just collateral damage, but some substantial damage, I should say. Okay, something moves towards his side. Yeah, he's now the threat. But yeah, first time it activates, then I can spear it if I have mana open. I guess the spear activation costs 3. If I didn't activate it then, with the dragon. Alright. My turn. I guess Mono Black didn't want to, move in here and sacrifice lands. Okay, 6 mana, slam dunk. Okay. Destroy all and get an XX equal to how many creatures died. So that's a 3/3, I think. Yeah. 3/3 token. And El Paso de Turno. Okay, there was actually a construct for this. Yeah. Well, technically it's a 4/4, but it's better to put the dice on 3 to avoid confusion. Yeah, land number 6 and just pass, one land away from recasting the commander. That's the Mox that, well, is it Mox? No, it's a medallion. Sapphire medallion, I think. So, black spells cost 1 less. I think it's symmetrical. Okay. Now 5 mana. I still didn't cast Linval. I didn't still cast my commander. Okay. So that's some angel that gains some life when it enters, I think. I mean, gains me some life, obviously. So I don't have mana for the spear, though. I don't quite need it. Yeah, now it's the red medallion. Everybody has medallion except me. So there's supposed to be the white one medallion in this Linvala deck too, but he just wanted to find an old version, didn't want to, and wanted to trade it all out. So yeah, shouldn't be in the mono white, but it isn't. For alt picture hunt purposes. Well, reasons, yeah. Someone been sacrificed to get a lot of mana. It's the Pestilence Demon, I think. That's what it's called. It's the one that, like, basically Pestilence on the big stakes or something like that. But, yeah, luckily for him, I was one short of activating Spear. Could have knocked it away. Though And I think at this point I already had the Acromas Memorial in my hand, but I somehow was afraid to cast it because I kind of misinterpreted what it does. If I understood it like right away, that is basically 7 mana win this match. I would have just slam dunked it, but I kind of like got confused. But yeah, I wiped the board twice, and well, went onto offense. Then just cast Linvala, kept 3 up for the activation of the spear. And this way the demon will also get nuked. He can of course activate it as many times as he can with the spear trigger on the stack, but what's the point? Okay, Thundermore Hellkite coming down. It will tap all the flyers. But he's definitely not gonna attack me. Well, he doesn't want to. But then on the other hand, there's this Pestilence Demons that you might want to nuke away anyway. So the correct answer is to maybe actually attack it into mono black with it. Because keeping it on blocks is not maybe the best idea, but then on the other hand, he's not doing much and he's so down on life already. I suppose he didn't just recast the general because, well, it would just instantly die to the Pestilence demon, so let's just feed in it. Not the best idea. Not the best idea. So then what's gonna happen? Okay. He's trying to nuke away he's trying to confiscate Linval. It's the Enslave, I think, like the 6 mana still guy, and then they take 1 damage every turn. In response, I just, cloud shifted, I just blinked the Linvala. So he cannot take it, actually. Well, now he actually, because this was a good bait, sort of, maybe. So now he can actually attack maybe with the demon and, do some damage with it. Probably, would want to, tap for it now. But then again, if I play something small, or the Monraz and play something small. But I'll just take the opportunity, I think. Yeah, he could have also kept 1 mana floating because Medallion Enslave actually cost 5. So he basically burned 1 mana, even though mana burn doesn't exist anymore. But still, technically, he burned 1 mana. He could have dealt 3 to Azul, but I guess it just doesn't really matter at this point. But it would be 3 damage. Okay, I believe that's some small flyer, like Dragon Whelp or something that can be a good menacing in this situation as well. But the board is pretty dangerous, that's for sure. But yeah, that cloud shift was just amazing. That cloud shift was just insane. Okay, 6 in the pole. Now what? I don't even remember. Some tutor or what? Well, we'll see how it changes the board. something big and dangerous, possibly. Oh, I can't even see it like that, what it does. It's not the cards you remember after seeing one time. And especially because of all the like Commander and Eternal Masters and stuff like that, all the new pictures, I can't even recognize some cards. Some nasty enchantments, I think, but maybe a creature? No, it's a creature. Darn. But well, this match is gonna end up soon-ish. I think you might even have an idea how. But let's see what precedes it. Oh man, okay. Some big dork. Enter the battlefield. But yeah, Commander players probably know these pictures way better than I do. But as far as I remember, none of those two creatures really influenced the board that much. And I don't know what I was waiting for. I guess I wanted to keep up 3 mana in case the Pestilence Demon will go off, but it didn't. So I realized that I needed to move in. Basically, with the Swamp out and that special land, he can knock the board with the demon. If I tap out low, well, he could have done that like actually a lot of the time already. Okay, now I'm tapping out for Memorial, and now in response to that he should have knocked the board. It's like, if it resolves and I still have creatures on board, then it's game over. All my stuff is like Akroma's, the Angel of Wrath, right? That's what it's called? The white Akroma. So they're all like pro-black, pro-red. So yeah, I think he just failed to like do the most important thing here. So he didn't respond to it, which is weird. Because if it just resolves with me having stuff on board, that's just it. It's fine if you would just have like one Swamp less, but I don't know what he was waiting for. And in Mono Black, it's not like there is some Maelstrom Pulse Anguish at making any like permanent removal like that, or artifact removal for that matter. That's it. I should have casted like 1 or 2 turns earlier, but I was just confused what it like actually means. But yeah, I think it was a fine time to cast it. Maybe. Because I was at relatively high life total. And, okay, let's say the Pestilence will knock away my creatures. But I'd still have the Spear to get rid of it. But now he cannot actually, like, kill my stuff. He can kill opponent's stuff and so on, but not any of my stuff. I'd still take damage from it, that's fine. But he can't attack at all, so yeah. Okay, I guess I just agreed to the fact that the Memorial was just game over, but it wouldn't have been like straight game over if he like activated the demon in response with that swamp. Okay, a lot of like good stuff coming up for all the decks, but I still had some action in up my sleeve. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope this was fun, even though it was kind of weird. But yeah, if some extras would have been procured in response and reply to that artifact, then things could have been different, and then I wouldn't have a very overwhelming board. One red would still probably be pretty much dead, but that's fine. But then the battle against Mono Black maybe wouldn't have been that insane. Maybe he would be able to steal the momentum. I know there was Linvallo on board, right? How am I missing that? How am I missing that? I spent so much time actually, explaining this, all the opportunities. It's fine as long as I acknowledged it within the video and let you know. But yeah, so he couldn't actually activate the his creatures because there was Linval on board, so it was a perfect lock. Wow, I just didn't realize it. Okay, some more commander coming up after this. That's Tolerant against again Omnexilus, and then I think it's one of the Nisses. Ah no, it's Yeva. It's Yeva, right? So yeah, that's coming up in another tape. So watch out for that. But yeah, until the next sale, goodbye folks.